offense and defense. And this is what I'm really excited to see, because both of these characters is going to just absolutely harass the other when they get off stage. So we're really excited to see who's able to really maximize that advantage. In kusi sets we've seen, it really has been this kind of rinse, ross, repeat. In Soul Rifle's games, it's really been like, I'm going off stage. Here is my square of death. Don't enter here. This is where most people would normally want to recover, but I'm going to be able to challenge this like no other character can. I'm very interested to see how this Winter Finals goes.
Yeah, especially the thing that has me interested too is because Ori not only is a fast character, but especially because when Ori is like recovering, the deceleration, especially during that paraglider, is like actually super fast.
Yep.
So the ability to actually juke and weave might actually help give Kusi more space than other players would have against Soulrifle, right?
Sure.
But we'll only find out once we actually get into it. Already just bashing the Lily the moment it appears. Wants to deny Soulrifle the bit of stage control his character has. And already threatening the bash, too, on DIN, right?
Yep.
Hold in, and I will kill you, so start holding out. Which, I mean, as Maypul, that starts to look a little bit scary, right? You tether to Ori, and he's ready for it. He can up strong. Right there, that team up forward strong takes that stock, and we have only 14% on Kusi. Right now, looking to just keep it going with just a flurry of jabs. Caught off stage once again. Chasing out the DI out, and we do have a Soulrifle holding out still. Not wanting to be caught. The bash missing there.
So close. That looks so tasty. Yep, got to get back down faster. There's that, and especially the movement off of the paraglider we mentioned even before this game started.
Looking for up airs, and to the stall for one last up air. That is just like a Kusi classic, right? Just double jumping off stage, or just full jumping, getting there, and just air stalling just a little bit longer with that air dodge.
Yep, whether someone's just coming down or someone air dodges down to avoid the pressure and just answering there.
Not great DI. It's a 50-50, right? And being able to survive that going straight to the corner.
Ooh, I thought that was a little bit of a slip up there. Great chance for the bash. Soulrifle appropriately DIs out, gets the latch, gets the wrap, gets the first stock.
Still needs to find two more. Half a life gone, and the Lily wrap making it just such a hazard to have to deal with.
All right, Kusi here just continuing these up air threats. Nice, uses the wall jump back air, comes back, but I mean, just now we're on the same thing on the other side of the stage.
Constantly just checking to see whether or not Soulrifle will give him something, right? Just putting himself in position. Yeah, the tether going to be caught with the up air. Kusi winning that with a solid 2-stock.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very confident game one. But, I mean, we've seen the adaptation from both of these players so fast over some of these long-form sets. I mean, this is Soulrifle's first time losing a game in this top 8. So we're really interested to see how quickly he responds, whether it's game 2, game 3. But I don't imagine him going quietly into the night in his Winners Finals. He did not get this far to not try to make it into Grands and have to have a 2-set advantage over the ever-lingering, ever-persisting Cake Assault.
Oh, absolutely, right. Like, especially just as a person, I can't imagine Soulrifle not going down swinging ever, right? Like, he puts so much of himself in every single set. There's no way. There's no way he's going to let that happen again.
And even some of the sets last year where we saw him try different characters, it wasn't just for the sake of like, all right, I'm frustrated with this. I have to find something that beats this guy. I have to try different things. You're just going to die from that. Oh my goodness.
Kusi is just staying one slight step ahead. It really feels like Kusi is able to put himself in a position to just be more reactive than Soulrifle gets to be. And especially just the fact that Sign gets to be this persistent on-stage threat, whereas Lily can be dealt with from like a second of like inattention, right? There we have a bash to get rid of it, or a parry.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a bash right there too. Yeah, okay, Soulrifle gets back to center. Like, and the big thing is, too, this is one of the few players, and especially the few characters, that can match Soulrifle in that APM. I mean, really, it's like 1 1/4 considering you have Sign there as far as your average APM, but it's what makes up the difference sometimes. You're able to control so much more because of it.
Catching once again.
And it's you see Soulrifle with the resignation there in those, because we're looking at a hard DI out, ready to come back and come swinging into the next stock, as we see there. But down a full stock here, Kusi in a pretty good position to put himself in Grands.
Yeah, I mean, the edge guarding especially just looking so brutal. This is, I mean, with the jabs already setting up a full lapping happening for Kusi. and otherwise not in a rush. I love that, though, from Soulrifle. Now he's just kind of watching his Lily like a hawk and trying to use that as a way to punish Kusi's bashes.
Oh my goodness, that was so cool. Just the jab feint there, and then uses the reverse tilt into the pop, and then continues the edge guard.
We also see a parry coming out from Kusi to not Kusi, from Soulrifle to disrupt this endless pressure, right? Force Kusi to leave gaps to avoid being parried. This could actually turn around for Soulrifle. Oh, no, not anymore.
Yep, one mistake, a couple frames off, and we haven't seen a ton of parries outside of the Lily and then the one that led to that last stock there, but Kusi was just ready for that. Just said, all right, there's a break in the movement. You weren't fast enough. I recognize this. And yeah, no switch, no character decisions here. This is going to be just the same every time.
And especially when you think back, like, Kusi was only around, like, 30%, right? Like, the punish you eat at 30% for whiffing a parry isn't going to be the end of the world. And the reward for landing it is the game.
So force floor, kind of a wash for game one. Game two here was actually a lot closer, so I completely understand Soulrifle wanted to go back, going to use this positioning to his advantage, and then uses that Lily switch there as well.
Ooh, okay. I think another big part of the pick here is, I know this is one of the stages that Kusi loves practicing Soulrifle loves practicing movement on, just in general. So just like, as a player, he feels fundamentally comfortable at this location.
We see Kusi switch to parrying the Lily there instead this time, not accepting Soulrifle's bait really out there as kind of an attempt to trick him into doing something and putting himself in disadvantage, because this is one of the rare times you see Ori have to kind of commit that extra button to clear, much like we talked about the smoke in the Force Princess.
I love trying to catch the bash there by Soulrifle as well, right? Just a little bit shy, but the idea is absolutely in his head. The air dodge, the charge flame actually got in the way.
Sometimes it be your own people.
Wow, and look at this 3-stock to 1 Soulrifle's favor. If there was a time to turn it up, it's here on game 3.
That and then some right now, my dear G-Pick. Okay, there's one of the answers at the very least, but now we see the reverse of game 2. Down a full stock, can Kusi answer?
Kusi just going right into it, though. Choosing to not give Soulrifle a chance to breathe and, like, take advantage of this lead, right? It's like, normally you get to choose the tempo. I am not letting you do that. I am trying to outspeed you, the person who outspeeds Cake Assault.
Great rising back there to answer out. You see Kusi sometimes taking a little bit too much of a charge on these forward strong situations there on the ledge. Maybe one of those rip instead to kind of mix that up a little bit.
Really buying a little bit of space. Oh, just barely drifting out of range of the bash. Big opportunity here.
Out of buttons.
Oh, gets the right direction, right behind the forward strong. Gets the solid uppercut and a huge coming out from Soulrifle. Honestly, well earned at this point.
Absolutely. I mean, we see the Nash teleport, nothing personal, kid, getting behind Kusi there. And the pop-off as we answer the call, we answer the bell. We're not going down at the 8 count. Soulrifle now back up for the all-important
Game 4, the kids.
Correct. We didn't miss it this time.
Now, here's the thing that I'm thinking about, though, is Soulrifle now has to win on Kusi's counter pick twice in a row. And that's going to be a real test of whether or not the lessons from that previous game really do carry straightforwardly. But right now, Soulrifle's at least keeping it pound for pound. Oh.
Ooh, okay. I'm surprised the parry missed there, but the quick answer just off of that one mistake from Kusi, and Soulrifle was ready to take that all the way to the bank with a quick finish on the Shoryuken up at the top of the blast zone.
I think that was just an up air that happened there.
Oh, what? You're right. Sorry.
But we have a bash answering it right back. 2 stocks apiece.
And that's the big thing, right? Like, we saw that bash at 100%, but that bash is death at such a lower. Oh my goodness. Are you coming back from this?
Yes. Oh, and Kusi just not quite fast enough to punish. Especially this is ethereal gates, too, is the thing to keep in mind. This stage is massive blast zone. Wow.
The big thing there is that could have been so much worse. They're going to see the bash finish, but there was a moment there that Kusi actually was behind Soulrifle in the blast zone.
Now the question is really on Soulrifle to have a huge turnaround stock. The pressure of that bash, just knowing that it can kill on this stage so consistently. All right. Soulrifle starts getting to talk, gets to get control of the stage, but kusi just uses the parry on the Lily, immediately getting rid of that platform control.
Importantly gets to the other side of that up air, though, so now he gets to respond in kind there. Oh, the benefits of this stage. VI'd all the way out.
Yeah. Honestly, that might be part of the idea here with the counter pick. And meanwhile, kusi knowing that he gets the consistency of these bash kills, but being able to hold hard out, make it tough for Soulrifle to get to stick the way that he likes to, because he can't really make it back to stage as fast as kusi does.
Correct. And so now we hear, okay, here comes Soulrifle. Already 52, has the mark on as well.
Bash one more time, and kusi makes it to grand finals, beating Soulrifle and Cake Assault.
Game 4, we see stock.